I spent $100 on quaffles. Link in the description. This is like a waffle, whipped cream, and these chunks are actually chunks of cheesecake. So it tastes like strawberry cheesecake. This is basically sweet lemonade, but the straw that they gave me is too thin to suck up the little jellies at the bottom. Salty, sour, and spicy. It's like a bug, like a centipede. It's like a gingerbread cracker with like caramel strings attached. Very gingerbread, whipped cream, and has an interesting sandy texture. Just basically tastes like a slight hint of green tea. Oreo cookie. The actual Oreo cookie, as it says. I say actual because sometimes restaurants, they'll use off-brand Oreo cookies that are not as crunchy but more chewy in texture. I think they need to put more cookie crumbles on this because it kind of just tastes like waffles with whipped cream on top and not so much Oreo. This one's so much easier to pick up. This basically kind of tastes like waffle with icing sugar on top. Nothing really strong in flavor, but not too sweet. has a very nice glazed look that reflects the light, but doesn't really taste like much, like slightly sweet. I think this is the plain one. These are shaped like waffles, but I think the texture is definitely more croissant-like. You have like the layers of bread there in the middle. I think Takis are better than Doritos at generally balancing the flavor between sourness and spiciness. I think the Doritos Taki version, it was a little bit too sour, but this is like really good. I'm not too fond of this absorb all your moisture in your mouth texture. It kind of looks like someone already bit into it almost. Basically like a chewy puffball that's just covered in icing sugar. It's okay. So my favorite is probably this strawberry cheesecake because it actually really does taste like what it's meant to be, and the chunks of cheesecake on top just makes it very tasty and have that authentic cheesecake flavor. It also looks the prettiest with a little red drizzle on top. And the thing I dislike the most is probably sandpaper over here. I do not like that feeling of just everything sticking to the top of your mouth and just basically chewing sand. So although the prettiest of course is this lemonade here. Oh, is it pretty? I just wish they just gave me a big enough straw so I could actually taste the jellies, but here we are. I will give this a 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. Subscribe!